Hi, welcome to this episode of The Daily. My name is Brendan Malone. Well, last week, actor Elijah Wood gave an interview in which he highlighted the serious sexual abuse crisis that exists within the Hollywood entertainment establishment in America. In many ways, we shouldn't really be surprised by this because, first of all, this is a global issue. In recent years, we've had Jimmy Savile in the UK from the UK media establishment. We had Ralph Harris in Australia. Obviously, Bill Cosby in the States most recently have all been, the spotlight has been thrown on those areas and very serious incidents of ongoing systematic sexual abuse. The Hollywood accusations are not new at all. Maybe you've just read this article with Elijah Wood, but this is not new. Other actors and other people have been highlighting this for many, many years now. But because of the power of the Hollywood establishment in America, particularly in media circles, it really hasn't been explored and examined and challenged and justice brought as it really should have been. And this isn't just isolated incidents. This is stuff that even involves currently active top mainstream directors who have been accused of participating in this stuff. So it's very, very serious. And at the very least, these accusations deserve the spotlight thrown on them, which is kind of ironic because just months ago, the Hollywood establishment was giving out its highest Oscar award to Spotlight, a movie which was all about the sexual abuse crisis, uncovering the sexual abuse crisis in the Catholic Church in Boston. And they were talking about how these reporters who did this work of uncovering the truth were doing God's work. Meanwhile, I've read recently that apparently someone who was trying to make a documentary about the Hollywood sexual abuse crisis can't even find a distributor there who is willing to actually pick up and run with this movie. It doesn't bode well, and it's a very, very serious hypocrisy. I guess in some ways we shouldn't really be surprised by this because more and more Hollywood is starting to establish a track record for this sort of hypocrisy. We had the recent incident involving Disney, which was threatening the US state of Indiana, that it would pull its business out of Indiana if they enacted a freedom of conscience law which would allow individuals and religious organisations to exempt themselves from participating in same-sex weddings. Pretty basic freedom of conscience stuff. People can still have same-sex weddings, but those who don't want to participate are free to choose not to do that. Pretty straightforward kind of stuff, I would have thought. But Disney said no, and if you do that, we'll pull all of our business out of your state. Meanwhile, at the same time, they are more than happy to keep doing business to the tune of billions of dollars with one of the most oppressive regimes, one of the most serious violators of human rights on the planet today, China. So there really is this grave and serious hypocrisy and inconsistency here from Hollywood. In the meantime, the victims who have been subjected to this abuse over many, many decades now deserve a spotlight to actually be shone on Hollywood. And it really is time that Hollywood looked in on itself and started examining its own failures in this area rather than just pointing the finger at everyone else. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow on The Daily.